Hello, friends. My voice is still what my voice is. Working on it. How are you today? Thank you for the 7 stream streak and the 3 stream streak, Jay Sean, GDK Mouse. Bigger on the inside every day is a little bit better, I think. SDS says you sound a little better. Yeah, that's the hope, right?
A new subscriber.
Biss, thank you so much for the sub. Welcome to the Dragon Riders.
Army.
Thank you for being here. Join the Discord if you haven't already. Do I have to talk a lot at CES? Ooh, Odyssey Dave. Not only do you have to talk a lot at CES, but it's a trade show, so it's very loud. So you're talking and projecting above everybody else. Plus, it's a trade show in Vegas, which for those of you who went to TwitchCon in Las Vegas, you know how loud all of that is. Like, even going back to your hotel is not quiet. The entire town is loud. So it's like you're constantly having to shout all week long, and it's very dry air. So most people lose their voice at CES anyway. So I really want to make sure it's as good as it can be before I start. That's the hope. Buffalo Chicken Guy, thank you for the resub. Happy New Year, Vista Tommy. How are you? And yes, Happy New Year. It's okay. Oh, you said thanks for the New Year's Eve stream a couple days ago. Of course. Thank you for being here. Frequency Punch says you sound great. You're very nice. It's slowly coming back little by little every single day. But we were feeling good enough today to get to the P.O. box, and I have tons of mail because I have mail that all came in while I was away over the holidays. So I thought it might be fun to go through some of the mail that I got, especially because some of it I don't know who it's from. So if you're out there and you sent me some of this stuff, let me know. Okay, so the first thing, I do know who this is from, and I'm very excited about it.
Have returned.
Thank you, Xbox, for sending me the MetaQuest 3. And if you're like, why would Xbox send you the MetaQuest 3? It's because the cloud gaming of Xbox Game Pass applies to MetaQuest 3. So I'm very, very excited to check this out. As you can see, it is still in the box. I just got it. Haven't had a chance to take it out of the box yet and play with it at all. But that is the first thing I want to check out. Corgi says, no Apple Vision Pro. I'm not an iFriend. I don't really use Apple products. So thank you, Xbox, for sending this my way. I'm very, very excited to test this out. And don't worry, I will tell you all my exact thoughts after I've done that. So I probably won't have a chance to do this before CES, but soon, I hope. You who won anything, either if you redeemed nerdy goodies or you won anything in one of the charity streams we just did recently, all those are going out in the mail today. They're all going out in the mail today. So if you're international, please give it some time, but everything's been mailed out. Huzzah. Okay, also, this just said the return address on the packaging said Bill. I don't know if you're Bill, but Bill sent this. Is it tea, I'm guessing? Or maybe some kind of like snack that I don't know what it is. It says, oh yeah, it's tea. It's some kind of refined Chinese tea, it says on it. No, it's sealed. It's not partially used. Logan is not in the room today, Mr. Yasman. Not to say that he couldn't come in the room at any time. Bill who sent the tea also sent Tokyo Rich Cheesecake. Okay. Thank you, Bill, for sending the tea and the cheesecake. Yeah. Whoa, cheesecake. The box is a little beaten up, but it's still sealed, so I don't know how Tokyo Rich Cheesecake holds up in the mail, but very cool. Thank you. Now, Joker Joe, I know you sent these ages ago, so I apologize that I'm just getting to them now. But here's what we've got. Oh, Bigger on the Inside said, oh, that cake is really good. It is? Oh, good. I'm so excited. Let's see what else we got. So thank you, Joker Joe. Zio Alexo, I don't know how I got sick. Honestly, I got sick a couple days after Christmas. So either probably something I picked up at our family Christmas Eve party or Christmas dinner we had with the other half of the family. So somebody... No, I don't have the flu because mine came on slow. And they say that the flu hits you all at once. Like for me, it was like the first couple days I was like, oh, it's just a little dry. No big deal. Oh, I'm just a little tired. No big deal. Like for 3 or 4 days. And then it was like, poof. Like on Sunday, the stream we did on Sunday for the New Year's Eve, I was like, yeah, I'm great, I'm good. I'm not. Like by the end of the stream, everyone was like, girl, your voice. You're right. This is a screen protector for the ROG Ally. Thank you so much, Joker Joe. This is perfect. I don't have one for my Ally yet. And I know you left a little note too saying, that it's anti-glare. Because some people have glare issues on the Ally. That's awesome. Thank you. And yes, Corgi, I am flying JSX to Las Vegas. It's the only way to go. And they had really good deals when I booked my tickets. This is awesome. Thank you, Joker Joe. And y'all, I always say this. You don't have to send any gifts or anything to the P.O. Box. Just hanging out with me online is plenty gift. So, honestly, this is above and beyond. Thank you. Yeah, I like JSX. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Christmas in January. What is this? Protect your digital gear. Ooh. This is definitely more beefy than the current case I have. This is cool. Let's see. It seems like so much more than a case. It's like a carrying bag. Yeah, check this out. What? All right, hold on. So we've got a compartment, a zip compartment here in the front. Nice. And a big old compartment here in the middle. Do I play Fire Emblem? I do not, Ruben. Not yet, I should say. Maybe I will someday. Cool. So this could be like a universal case. It looks like the thickness here for the strap is like for a Steam Deck or ROG Ally or maybe even Nintendo Switch. But I like that it's got a compartment on the inside and on the outside. That is super awesome. Oh, and look. In the middle too, it's got like a little hard separator. That's the perfect shape to hold your device. Thank you. That's so thoughtful. I do travel everywhere with my ROG Allies, so this is perfect. Thank you. Yay, Christmas. And I did get one other thing, but I feel like I need to do a little bit more research before I show it off on stream because I'm worried it might be a prank gift. Because it didn't say who it was from. It didn't say who it was from, and I don't know. It's not Snakes in a Can. No, I'll put the link in chat, and y'all can tell me if it's a joke gift. Hold on. Is that so? It's exactly what it sounds like. If you click that link, you'll see what it is. And it just says that same word over and over and over. Dante Bogdan says it's exactly what it says. It is, but why would someone buy that for me? It doesn't make any sense. Frequency Punch says it's real. Did you send it? Who sent it? You've seen other streamers get it. Okay. I just, I wasn't sure. Yeah, there was no fart button. That would be funny. Velasco says open it. Egg rolled so good says it's definitely a prank. We did that to our shipmate one time. It must be something in the Twitch meta right now. I just didn't know if it was something in the Twitch meta that's like specifically targeting women in like a not good way. I didn't know. I don't know. I'm making no assumptions. I just didn't know. I was like, more research is needed before we do that on stream. Oh, it's an old joke. Says Tank Shade X. Okay. I mean, Zio Alexo, I know what it means in that context, and that's why I was like, maybe I shouldn't. Frequency Punch says it wasn't me, but I've seen other people using it. Got it. Well, to whoever sent me the button, thank you. It's just for giggles. All right, well, if it's just for giggles, then. All right, if it's nothing bad and it's just for giggles, someone sent me this button. And it does exactly what it says.
Nut.
That's it. It didn't have a name. It was sent from this company. Sharon says I want one. The same company apparently sells an OK Boomer button. I see. STS says it's not harmful, just a little overpriced for $15. It's on sale for $15. But yeah, this was to whoever sent this to me. Thank you.
Nut.
It's not even a funny voice, says Tinyque. I know. Oh, it's mostly just used as excitement, shout out, reaction to things. That makes sense as well. Forlorn Knight says my wife has a 0Fs button she got from a coworker. That's funny. Yeah, this company is just thenutbutton.com. Pretty silly. So, yes, those were the things I had to open at the P.O. box today. JLab also sent me something, but I assume that's to review, and I don't want to show that off in case the embargo has not lifted on that yet. So, there it is. So, thank you, Joker Joe. I told Nate and Logan they can open their boxes whenever they see fit. So, that might happen while we're streaming. It might happen after. Who knows? Cap and Fathom, you can almost hear the shirt. Yeah, from the merch store. It's a little big on me, but... Zio Alexo says, wait, embargo? Yes, like I cannot talk about a new product that's coming out until the embargo date. Or a new game that's coming out until the embargo date. Some of the companies that I do a lot of recurring work with will send me stuff ahead of its embargo date, and I have to sign an NDA saying I won't tell anybody anything about it. So I want to make sure not to show that off on stream just in case it's one of those products. Oh, we could do a new point redemption. Hold on, that's actually really funny. We could do a point redemption for the button. A button point redemption. If it happens, I have to press the button. I'm doing it right now. I'm making this reward happen. Because it's very silly. Okay. Doing it live. Custom rewards. Add new custom reward. I'm going to call it the button. I'm not going to say what button. The description, you know what button it is. And then, here, wait, I think the U-Butt is 2,000 channel points. So let's make this one 5,000 channel points. Oh, boy. Oh, I see some stuff's getting redeemed now. Okay, I will put a cooldown on it, though, I think. Maybe not. It's funnier if I don't, right? Okay. All right. Create. There you go. That's a new thing now. Posture check. Thank you, Natalia. Oh, does Felicia have a push the button? That's hilarious. Okay, I see people redeeming the button, although I'm not hearing any of our alerts. Are y'all hearing the alerts? Because I'm not. Let's see. But I see that people want them pushed. Hi, Natalia. How are you? Okay, that's 3 button presses. Hold on. I see the alert. I just don't hear it. But Sterling, you're hearing it? Okay. Here we go. Ready?
Nod.
3 times. That was 3 times for you. Cyclone says, I used all my points for the switch draw. Okay. Let me see. I'm just going to mess with my settings. Don't mind me. Just while we're live, you know. That looks like it should all be set up just fine. Here, let me see if I can hear. When is the Switch draw? That was last year. It's weird to say last year, but last month. I gave away a Nintendo Switch Mario Red Edition. Just give it to Logan and have him push it whenever he wants. Ha 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 ha. Calvin Fathom says, why was Princess Leia single before being rescued? She was looking in Alderaan places. Chicago, my voice is kind of back. It's a little bit more back each day. How funny. How funny. Albarac, your winning is in the mail. They all went out in the mail today. Odyssey Dave, one of your favorite things is seeing people on December 31st and saying, see you next year. I mean, it's true. Stefaruski, hi. Happy Thursday to you. Wait, Stefaruski, didn't you? I feel like you sent me something and I missed it. Hold on. Oh, that maybe you and I go way back to Toy Fair. How funny. And I know your husband. That Steph, what a small world. Toy Fair is great. It's one of my favorite jobs I ever had. The holiday sickness is brutal. Yes. Yeah, today was mail day. We opened some mail. Toy Fair was the best. Catnip Ninja says, I prefer to say I haven't seen you since last year. It sounds more dramatic. It is very dramatic. St. Clair says, you've done Toy Fair and I missed it. I've been covering that for a long time. So I only did New York Toy Fair once. And that was probably in 2016 or 2017. Probably 2016, because I think it was after SourceFed, but before Logan. But then there's also a California Toy Fair that is industry only. And I did that one for like 8 years straight. I did that one for a really long time. But New York Toy Fair, which is open to the public, I've only done once. Lacrosse player says, I missed the opening. What did you get? I got a Tokyo cheesecake. I got some Chinese tea. I got a screen protector and anti-glare film for my Asus ROG Ally. And I got a case and protector for the ROG Ally. And I got a very silly button. And I got a MetaQuest 3 courtesy of Xbox so that I could check out Game Pass on the 3. So here, let me get exactly what that information is. One moment. Here we go. Yeah, Xbox Cloud Gaming support on the MetaQuest 3. Yay! So it was sent for me to review by Meta and Xbox. So thank you to Meta and Xbox for sending that. I'm very excited to check it out. And Tank Shade X says, I forget, do you have the Quest 2 or just the 3? I actually loved the Quest 2. I have 2 of the Quest 2s in my house. One is Nate's and one is mine. We were big fans of working out on the Quest 2 for a while, but, you know, it's in and out. I feel like I'm really good about it for like a month or two, and then I kind of fall off for a little bit. Can you play Alex on the Meta, or is it only on the Valve? I've only played it on the Valve. I don't think you can play Half-Life Alex on the Meta Quest headsets. Oh, St. Clair says they did open it up to a few influencers as well. Toy Fair here, where's that, New York, has never been to the general public. Now they won't be back until 2025. Oh, sad. I love Toy Fair. Yeah, I can definitely tell you how they compare for sure between the Quest 2 and the Quest 3. So all of that, when I have time to deep dive into the Quest 3, will definitely happen. Oh no, Asharn says I'm currently trying to set up Zigbee through Home Assistant and I'm going to pull my hair out. I'm sorry, that's not fun. I say this because every time Amazon sends me smart home products to review, I have to set them up in my house. Do you know what a nightmare it is to have like 75 products set up to one smart home? So I try to set them up and then uninstall them or remove them every single time, but it's still, I feel your pain. I'm saying this to say I feel your pain. Setting up smart home products, they're great once you have them set up. They're not great when you're setting them up for the most part, which is why if a product is actually easy to set up, I will always say that whenever I'm doing tech reviews, because that makes the world of difference. Oh, they had a bit of a flip-flop on looking to move Toy Fair from New York. No one was happy about the move, so they had to retract. I see. Asharn says, LOL, that sounds horrible. Yeah, when I do one of those tech review streams, sometimes they'll give me like 7 or 8 different smart home products for one stream. That means I have to set up 7 or 8 different smart home products in my actual home for that one stream. I'm not actually going to scream because I'm trying to save my voice, but ooh, it's a lot. Cap and Fathom says, any plans to visit Canada this year? None right now, but if I have work that brings me to Canada, which I've had 2 occasions in the past where work almost brought me to Canada and then it didn't happen. But if I have work that brings me to Canada, absolutely. I would love to visit Canada. I've never been. Tank Shade X says, apparently there's a guide to play Half-Life Alex on Quest using Steam Link. There it is. I was like, there's probably a way you could figure it out. For me, when it comes to Quest gaming, I am most into the like get me up and moving stuff like Beat Saber, Supernatural VR, Super Hot in VR is so good. Half-Life Alex was too scary for me. I had to nope out. Scary VR I can't do. It's too much. I like rhythm games in VR. I like workout stuff in VR. I also like action adventure games where you're casting spells and like shooting arrows. Like the Horizon Call of the Mountain game in VR was pretty cool. But that's only on PSVR too. You just download Steam Link on Quest Store and link it to your PC. Easy peasy. Okay, well, thank you for that, Cap and Fathom. If I do find myself visiting Canada this year, I'll be sure to hit you up. Dante says, Alex isn't a horror game, though. It was scary. I thought it was scary. Maybe it's just me that I thought it was scary, but I thought it was scary. Yeah, I've been wanting to visit Canada for a long time. I just haven't had a chance to do it. But I'd like to. All right, I'm going to get a cough drop. Also, this is so random, but I went to the store to buy more tissues because Nate and I have both been a little under the weather. So we ran through tissues really fast the past week. So I went to CVS to buy more tissues, and I bought the kind of tissues that have the lotion, because I was like, oh man, yes, our poor noses are going to be all red. So let me get the kind with the lotion. Now, what I didn't realize is that they're also Vicks. So I was like, oh, maybe it's just like Vicks lotion. Nah, the tissues smell like Vicks Vapor Rub. Like really powerfully. Which, honestly, when you're not feeling well is kind of nice. But like, the first time I went to blow my nose with them, I was like, whoa! Like, knocked over by the scent of Vicks Vapor Rub. There you go. I just got a bunch of Vicks goodness. So funny. Are the tissues greasy? No. They feel like normal lotion tissues. That's weird, Asharn, that ketamine affects how you taste Listerine. Whoa. I've never heard of that. What wizardry is this? Do not rub eyes with those. Okay, good to know, Bohakars. I imagine they soak it in the Vapor Rub. Yeah, I don't know. What's it say? It just says, with the scent of Vicks. Avoid contact with eyes. Right there. Right there. This little guy. Avoid contact with eyes. There it is. Hilarious. Hilarious, my friends. I prefer my tissue vapor rubless. Rob, I found them at CVS. I just went to my local CVS to pick up more tissues, and that's what they had on the shelf. You shouldn't have a warning for your freaking tissues. Oh my gosh, it's so funny to me. It's so funny to me. Okay. Now I'm going to start a poll. I don't have a lot of time today because I'm going to go to my son's karate class because I love watching him do his karate class. It's adorable. So I have about 2.5 hours. So which game should we play for the next 2.5 hours? Should we play Slay the Princess, which is on our Game On request to play? Should we play Gollum, also on our Game On request to play? Although I have to look and see if I have it still installed, because I might have uninstalled that atrocity immediately after. Oh, yeah, no, hold on, the Lord of the Rings Gollum original soundtrack is still installed, but not the actual Lord of the Rings Gollum. All right, I'm going to install that now just in case, that atrocity. Should we play Baldur's Gate 3? I'm still wrapping up the Underground, or the Underdark, excuse me. Should we play Alan Wake 2? We're in the musical level. Or should we continue more Spider-Man 2 from yesterday, now that I finally remember the controls again? These are the options. Starting the poll. Landar said, who requested Gollum? Was it to roast it to the heavens? I mean, we did play about 3 hours of it. Oh, I'm sorry, Zio Alexo. If I could go back in time and put you in karate instead of baseball as a kid, I would. Lacrosse player says, Trisha, I've been thinking about getting a PC. Do you have any suggestions? Lacrosse player, it completely depends what you want to use your PC for. Do you play games? Do you do graphics, like computer special effects graphics, or content creation at all? How on the go are you? There's like, I should just type up a template of questions that I ask people when they ask me what PC should I get. But since it's a longer conversation than can be answered right now in chat, post your question in the tech help section of the Discord, and we'll find a PC for you. A lot of games to finish before Remake comes out, including Intergrade. Final Fantasy VII Intergrade. Slay the Princess we're already part of the way into, so we'd be picking up where we left off, which is on like the second run, I think. Let me look at the games we still have on our Game On request to do. Include Victoria 3, which I'm still waiting for a good sale on that one. Overwatch 2, which I'd like a friend to play that with if I'm going to play that. Dead Space Remake. Not with my voice as it currently stands. Pokemon Unite could be fun. Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't know where we landed on. Is that safe for Twitch? Slay the Princess and Gollum. Those are the games currently on the Game On request list. Oh, we got a knock knock. Oh boy. Oh, you want to open them live?
Logan said he wants to open them live.
Okay. Joker Joe, I don't believe is in chat today. But Joker Joe, when you watch the VOD of this, Logan's going to open some mail too while everybody's voting.
So it says Merry Christmas, Logan, from Joker Joe. Okay.
You want to open it? See what it is, buddy. Oh, Sonic is a murder mystery. Okay, great. Oh, the button got redeemed.
Nut.
Oh, what is it, buddy? What?
It's an even bigger binder.
That's the biggest binder I've ever seen. That's
Hold
like
it up.
bigger than you.
Let me see how much cards I can fit in here.
Whoa.
Let me see.
A massive binder for Pokemon cards.
Let me see how much.
Whoa, buddy. So many cards, man.
9 each. Ha ha.
What do you say?
Thank you.
Thank you, Joker Joe.
This is a very nice, thoughtful gift. Huh?
Very thoughtful.
Now I don't have to put all these cards to fill up my tent. I can finally put all of them here.
Yeah, you can take them out of your tin and put them in the binder. So this one says Merry Christmas, Logan, from Joker Joe.
Oh, we got another one. Another gift.
Oh, wait, here I gotta undo this side too, I guess.
Right now, Catnip Ninja, it's a kiddie version of mixed martial arts. He'll graduate to some actual type of martial arts after this. Oh, what is it?
Booster pack.
You butt.
Yeah, there's one card.
Someone just said you butt.
Got a
Booster
butt.
packs. All right, booster packs are great.
Mom!
What?
The legendary Pokemon.
Oh, you got an EX Pokemon.
No, it's the
Oh.
legendary Pokemon
From Pokemon Violet, huh? And Scarlet. Whoa. Whoa.
What do you say?
Thank you.
You fell on the
Collapsing with
floor.
excitement?
You
Merry
butt.
Christmas, Nate. Joker Joe.
Everyone's saying you butt, Logan. I don't know if you can hear it. Ooh.
Oh, I think I know what this is.
And what did Nate get? I think I know too, from looking at it. Oh, I thought it was gonna be Captain America. Nope, Niners.
Red and gold.
And I see that Slay the Princess won the poll. Huzzah!
Thank you, Joe.
With Spider-Man 2 after that. Love it.
One more.
One more.
Merry Christmas, Nate, for Joker Joe. Let's see. Let's see here.
Oh, nice.
Thank you, Joker Joe.
Scarlet Invited poster.
Cool.
And I used it.
You need a box opener, babe? Oh, Nate's like, I don't need a box opener.
I'm gonna put this cat's head right now.
Oh my goodness.
You gonna do it right here on stream?
Logan is opening his cards to quickly put them inside the binder. The one who knew, my voice is okay. It's not totally better, but it's a little better day by day. This is wild.
Wait.
Aha!
Oh.
I see at the end.
A Niners mug, just for the Niners
Thank
fan in
you.
the
Mom,
house.
I see at the end another big card.
Very kind.
Can I see? Can I see
Oh,
which
another
one?
big one?
Wow, he is thrilled.
These cackles are great.
Yeah,
dude.
Cyclozar EX. Big card, buddy. That's awesome. That's only your second ever big card. Congrats, buddy.
By the way, where's my this other guy card. Here's my other one card.
This
What
one?
other one card, baby?
Yes.
Your Snorlax? Or that one?
No, that.
This is going to be the whole rest of the afternoon, by the way.
An unboxing of Pokemon. Just what you all thought you were coming
Yeah.
in for.
Well, it will. It will be difficult to play Slay the Princess with Logan in the room. Let me see if it is still downloaded. Oh, it's got an update. We could update it. I have to remember where we left off. BB Jess, hi. How are you? Good to see you. Don't let us hold you from this wholesome moment. I know he's having a great time. Buddy. This is my baby, is I believe what the silly voice is saying right now, but I'm not
Why
sure.
don't we open up the rest of these packs downstairs, and then you can get your 10 out and start organizing, okay?
I am definitely.
Here,
Hold
show
on.
the big
wait,
card.
Wait. Show the big card. Everybody wants to see it.
Yeah, you ready? Ooh.
All right, maybe one last family thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas. Happy
Merry
holidays.
Happy New Year.
All right.
The family comes and the family goes. Goeth, I should say. I know, BB Jess, he's so big now. He's so big now. He's getting bigger and bigger all the time. He's like, for me, like up to here on me now. It's wild. Bigger on the inside. I have seen Pokemon Concierge on Netflix. It's really cute. Catnip, thank you. And Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to all. But yes, Logan getting gifts it's so weird when you have kids. Like, Logan getting gifts is more fun to me now than getting my own gifts because he's so excited. And this by the way, the new laugh you just heard, it's kind of like a deep, gravelly, ha 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 laugh that he does. That's new. I don't know where that came from, but it's new. Sterling, you just now got the notification I'm live? Oh no. Notifications are asleep today. We've been live for almost 45 minutes. Did he pick it up from my dad? I don't think so. And put on some lip gloss. Okay, so if you're just joining us, I opened up a lot of mail. Nate and Logan opened up some mail. And we added a new reward redemption for Channel Point Rewards if you want to see the button pressed. Ooh, Titanium. You got a Sega Master System instead of a Nintendo. Then got 300 games for it at Toys R Us. Whoa. Short Shot says, are you sick? Yes, I'm getting over being sick. It's not great, but hopefully on the mend at this point, considering I'm on day 8 of whatever this is. I just need it to be better before CES, please. Please, 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 please. Okay, so y'all voted today to see some more Slay the Princess. This game, by the way, is very disturbing. Made by a husband and wife couple. Because I remember covering it on the Gong Show the first time. And then we played it a little late. So basically, there's some mysterious narrator who's like, hey, you gotta go in this tower and slay this princess. And I'm like, but why? What'd she do? And they're like, you just have to. Otherwise, she's gonna destroy the world. And then we go talk to her. So, like, what the narrator's telling us is a little fishy. Then we go to the tower. We talk to her. What she's saying is also sus. So she's sus and the narrator's sus. Either way, not good. Anyway, I tried not to slay the princess, and then it made me slay her anyway, and then the whole game restarted. But now the narrator's like my buddy and in love with her or something. I don't know. None of it makes any sense, but we're going along with it. I see your game on request, Wizzy86. I do actually want to check that game out. All right, so let me get us set up You're now filled in on where we left off. Let me... Boop. Is that the one I wanted? Sorry, I'm messing with my HDMI switch. So because we were playing PS5 games yesterday. So I'm just getting it back to PC. There we go. That should work. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Let me change my capture card settings real quick. Slay the Princess will take you through so many mind curves. I don't doubt it, Mr. New York to Cali. I could just do it this way, and that would probably work. But, yes.
I just want to show this card.
Oh, you just want to show this card? Okay. Oh, wow. Another EX, a Rev of Room. The camera's gonna focus on Logan's face. Hold on. Focus on the card. There it is. All right, bud. That's a really cool card. Here. I'm glad you're happy. I love you.
I'm sure putting this.
He's so excited. Silent Kagemusha, that sounds awesome.
Now you can put them all in the binder, right? You got enough space that you can have them all in the binder.
All right, let me quickly try to... fix this capture card real quick, like. I just need to restart my capture utility software, which is never my favorite software. Okay. How's the throat? It's okay. Congrats on the card, and there he goes. Yes. There we go. Now the capture card is doing what it's supposed to do. Okay. So if you've not seen Slay the Princess before, get ready. Get ready for a wild ride, because it is. It is strange. But yay for supporting indie devs. And please, no spoilers. I know different playthroughs are different, but no spoilers if you know the direction my playthrough is going to or anything like that. I Delta Virus, I have not finished Baldur's Gate 3. In fact, I was in Act 2, and then chat was like, no, go back and do this other part of Act 1. So then we went back to Act 1. Basically, I'm at the very end of being a completionist in Act 1 on my Baldur's Gate 3 run. Okay, here we go. Slay the Princess. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Now let me just make it so you're not seeing us in Windows mode. Let's see if... there we go. Perfect. Now we can pick up where we left off. I think we start from where we left off. So I played this right around Halloween. Thursday, October 26th is where we last left off. As you can see from the image, very strange. Okay. So I think in my second run, I freed her. I freed the princess. I was like, I'm not going to slay her. I'm going to free her. And here I'm going to move my webcam so that it's not blocking text options for right now. Here, I'll just put it right here for right now. Okay. Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel. What are you? The gift of a fragile vessel. Is this the end of the world? Let her out of there. Do you know the narrator? Or are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here? Or do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
Returned.
So many options. Are you the princess? Let's say, are you the princess? Because she looks like the princess, kind of.
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Okay. Oh, I forgot. We also have, like, some kind of creature hand, not a human hand. Be right, UK. Thank you for the resub. Welcome back. But were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself? Or say nothing. I'm going to say nothing. What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
So weird. What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Do you know about the worlds beyond this place? Could be a good question. Do we know each other is also a good question.
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Okay. Do you...
Kind gesture.
Hahaha, be right, UK. Thank you for the bit. Says this seems to be some kind of weird hands-on experience. Alright, do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Am I the narrator?
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Okay. I could attack the entity or destroy my own body. Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are. Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own.
Wow. Careful, she's well armored.
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart.
Wait, I molded her?
Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
What? Let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Weird. What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
Weird.
Bring me more perspectives so that I may be whole. And perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Apparently this will all make sense at some point. Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you? How much will I forget? How many more pieces of you do I have to find? What if I don't let you do this to me? I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do? Or okay, make me forget. I think we should say I was sent to slay the princess.
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
What a handsome woman. How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
What if I don't let you do? How much will I forget? I'm not going back. Or okay, make me forget. Aren't you scared that I will find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
I guess make me forget and we'll start the loop over.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark and you die. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
This is the exact beginning
you
of the game,
don't,
by the way.
It will be the end of the world.
The end of the world. Have you considered maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Rude. Can't someone else do this?
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't.
Do I get some sort of reward? Silently go to the cabin. The end of the world, what are you talking about? I've tried all these before, but
everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
yeah. So this is all the same way as it was before.
She's not dangerous. She's just a princess. The danger comes if she gets out, which she will unless you do something about it.
Which, I mean, I did help her get out, and then she became the multi-hand thing. What happens if she gets out then? I want specifics.
The more specifics you have, the harder it will be for you to do this very important job. She's a princess. People will listen to her, because listening to her is in their nature. And when they do, everything will come crashing down. Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Maybe I'm okay with the world ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Here's what I chose before. I'll go in the cabin and maybe I'll slay her, but I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her. Let's just silently continue to the cabin, because they said I won't remember anything until I see her, right?
The cabin. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Oh, the voice of the hero only came the second loop for me. So it's interesting now that the voice of the hero is only cutting in here and not before when we were talking to the narrator. The voice of the hero is in love with the princess. And the narrator's like, slay the princess. And the hero's like, don't slay the princess. She's beautiful. I love her. Capalicious, thank you for the resub.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I could move the camera to the left, but then it would look like I was looking off screen.
Entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table.
Yes, and there's a knife
Perched
there.
on that table is a pristine blade.
Last time I didn't take the knife downstairs with me, and somehow it ended up downstairs
The blade is your
anyway.
implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Take the blade, I guess.
Take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Enter the basement. Now I'm hoping when I see her, my memory comes back somehow.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering.
Oh, there was
from
no
the
mirror
ancient
this time.
wood.
You're right.
If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
That's a different voice.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi, just checking on you, or hey, I think I'm here to kill you, or just come down the stairs. Just checking on you.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
What? No way. Why'd you even think that? Okay, yeah, you got me. I'm here to slay you. Nuh-uh. I haven't decided yet, or I'm just here to talk. Steal your nerves and step forward. Let's say for right now, I'm just here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat.
I don't know, are you gonna bite your own arm off and come at me again like last time?
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Let's drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
We'll be fine.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Her eyes do seem a little more like tired and dark.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah, it's pretty awkward, a relationship. Are you coming on to me? That's what I want to say.
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that? That's a good option. What's your name? Last time she didn't have a name, it was just Princess.
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Yeah, this is not helpful, ma'am.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
And yeah, last time I was like, how long have you been here? Who feeds you? She had no answers for me. Which is why I'm like, this is really sus. Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
Do you?
Not an answer. You're apparently going to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
Why?
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
I've been told enough. I was hoping you'd tell me.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
He did, the narrator did say she's just a princess, but if she gets
I
out,
believe
it will
her.
end the world.
She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
It's a good argument.
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade.
Okay, I've now tried to free her twice, by the way. The first time I tried to free her, she bit her arm off to get out of the chains and then took the knife from me and stabbed me to death while saying, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry." The second time I tried to free her, I got her out of the cabin and then everything went dark and she became that weird arm thing that we just saw.
She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
I can slay the princess. I can say I'm getting you out of here. I can say I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. I don't know. Ryano, I see your redemption. Make sure that you Twitch whisper me your Steam name so I can add you. She does sound really arrogant this time, and I'm wondering how much of her dialogue is the same as before, just with a different voice. GDK Mouse, we haven't tried slaying her before. Let's see what happens if we try slaying her. It'll be new.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust
Yeah, she
and
took us
deliver
out.
a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
Give up, finish the job, or flee and lock her in the basement. Flee and lock her in the basement.
Are you serious? It's a good idea. We've taken some bad hits, but we've dealt some too. She has to be feeling it more than we are. Let's regroup upstairs. If we're lucky, maybe she'll just bleed out. Fine. You make a mad dash to the basement stairs, the princess's chains rattling as she tries to chase you, but pulling taut much too soon for her to catch up.
Do you really think you can just walk out of here?
Why is it red now?
She steps towards you, ignoring her chains.
Is she gonna bite off her arm again?
They creak and
Oh,
strain
no.
as she pulls against them until finally they break. The links clatter to the floor, useless. She's free. Hurry. You push your broken body as she closes in and just barely manage to pass the threshold of the basement doorway before she catches up to you. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. She has an awful wound and we have all the time in the world. Playing jailkeeper for a while might make things a little easier. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door.
She's just gonna open it.
It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. But it's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Threaten me all you want. All it does is ease my guilty conscience. Whatever you are, you're not a princess. Go ahead and waste your energy. I'll be waiting. Or ignore her and go to sleep. I'm gonna say threaten me all you want.
These aren't threats. These are promises. Sooner or later, you're going to have to sleep. And I'll make sure you never see the light of day again.
She's clearly evil this time, yeah.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
No.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working.
Terrifying.
It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
Oh no.
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills.
This is terrifying.
What a shame. If you'd only help me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time, but we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark.
And you die. Chapter 2. That was chapter 1. Chapter 2, the nightmare.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Okay, I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this happened already? But I died. What am I doing here? I'm gonna say she's gonna kill me again.
Again? People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Shh. What if he hears us?
Oh, voice of the paranoid is new.
That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear? Shit. I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather...
Okay, we have a world to save. Okay, I do want to poke the narrator a little more just to see if we can get any more info.
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Fair.
Oh, we listened to you all right. Worst decision of our incredibly short life. We tried to slay her, we really did, but she was gonna kill us. It was either lock her in the basement or let her finish beating us to death. Well then, congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And your solution is to send us back in there. Do you want us to slay the princess, or do you want the princess to slay us? Obviously, I want you to slay her. One of you poses a threat to the world, and the other doesn't. Anyways, I believe your other question was something along the lines of, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We were killed by the princess, and now everyone's right back where they started. Sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Speak for yourself. From my perspective, there were plenty of consequences. I'm never going to forget the way she just made us stop working. And that's only scratching the surface. If what you said is true, it begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or have you found yourself in another world altogether? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
She ended the world, maybe? Hi, TJ.
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? If she brought an end to everything and everyone, how are we supposed to stop her? What do you want from us? I want you to succeed. You'll find a way. You're the only one who can.
Why am I the only one who can?
Just be quick about it.
Just being around her in the end shut down all my organs. What am I supposed to do? Or to quote you from the last time around, she's just a princess. How can you possibly justify saying that? She's clearly something far, far worse. Or, who locked her in this basement? What is this place? I'm gonna say, to quote you from last time.
She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin, and you'll be fine.
You're lying and she's lying.
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but...
Oh, here we go.
It's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps. But it's just the way things are.
Okay.
You can't just goad us into doing something by calling us special. It's manipulative. Why are you trying to manipulate us? I don't know, I kinda like being special.
Bye, Catnip Ninja. Have a good rest of your day.
Okay, fine. Maybe you can goad him into doing something, but he's not even the one who makes the decisions here. I'm not goading you into doing anything. You already know the princess is dangerous. All I'm trying to say is that you have to be the one to deal with her. I know it doesn't seem fair, but that's just the way it is. And for what it's worth, I know you have it in you to finish the job. We don't. You saw what happened to us last time. We need to leave.
You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
I don't think so.
If you want us to stand a chance against her, we need to be armed with information. What is she really capable of? How are we supposed to stop her? Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word.
TJ says I think the narrator's lying so hard.
He isn't telling us everything he knows because he doesn't trust us, which means that we can't trust him. Stop talking yourself in neurotic circles and just get to the cabin already. Do you see the way he keeps pushing us? We have to get out of here.
Just being around her in the end shut down all my organs. What the hell am I supposed to do about that?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world. Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Proceed to let's just turn around and leave and see what happens.
This is good. I was worried you might fall for his shit again, but this is good. Whatever answers there are to be found, they aren't here, and they definitely aren't there. Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Yes, I definitely know where I'm going. Nope. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going. I'm pretty okay with the world ending. Or quietly continue. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Yup.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin.
Ha ha ha.
Convenient. Everything's back on track again.
Turn around again and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. But everything is getting fuzzy.
Oh, is it the end of the
What's
world
going
again?
on? Where are we?
This is the same as letting the princess out.
It's finally happened, hasn't it? We finally cracked.
The world around you is unwound, its physical matter replaced by a textured nothing. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Memory returns. There's a distant rumbling, the sound of many sounds. It's useless to use it if it doesn't bring more gifts. Force pushing against your will. No, you cannot go back, not there. Regret. This world is broken beyond repair. We must weave something new. A wagging finger. There is only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I am our only salvation. Oh, we're back in chapter 1?
You're on a path in the wood. You're here to slay her.
These are all the same choices as before. I guess we silently continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only blade is your implement.
Okay, so let's think this through. How did we get to chapter 2 before? What happens if you try to kill her right away? I don't know. We haven't tried that yet. Alright, let's try that just to see what happens.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below.
Okay, this is all the
This is
same.
her voice carries up.
Who's there?
Oh, it's the evil voice again. Not the kind voice.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you.
Continue
Good.
down the stairs.
You're
Don't
still
say
listening
anything.
to reason.
We don't have the paranoid or the hero yet.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
What? No way. Okay, yeah. Nuh-uh. Haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. Steel your nerves and step forward.
You step forward. your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
What if she isn't bluffing? Are you sure she's not armed? I'm sorry, can we just talk? I'm not dropping the blade. Drop the blade. We're gonna just try slaying the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
And look at our, like, creature arm.
Oh. This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder.
She's not actually dying. She's gonna come back and murder us.
Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Of course it is. She's dead. I'm not sure. I feel like she has to have some kind of trick up her sleeve. Of course not. That was too easy. Of course not. I don't know. Of course not. That was too easy.
It's over. Don't get all worked up. We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse? I really don't think you should do that.
No, we definitely shouldn't do that.
Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
You're right. She's dead. Let's just get out of here. Or should we check for a pulse? Rob says, I bet the narrator kills you next. I don't think we should remove the blade. Should we check for a pulse or... You guys are saying leave. Just get out of here. Okay.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find.
No.
Instead, what you find is nothing at all.
The world still
Where
ends.
a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
That's BS. Let me out of here. Oh, okay. I was kind of hoping I'd get a better ending for saving the world. No, that's BS. Let me out of here.
What's done is done. And there's no going back now. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
What?
Psst. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
I mean, there's nothing outside where we're supposed to go. Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy. No. Do you have any idea how to get us out of here?
I do, but you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade.
Oh, now we have to
get
kill
out of this.
ourselves.
I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Okay. Wouldn't using the blade, kill us? Wouldn't we be dead? Anything to get out of this hell, or you're right. I didn't like that idea. I'm just going to stick around and do nothing. Oh my goodness. Wouldn't using the blade kill us?
You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it.
Okay.
In a sense, we die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever. I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work. That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
You better be right about this. I'll be pretty upset if we die. Or I'm not risking death over your weird hunch. Anything to get out of this hell, or you're right. I didn't like that idea. This is so weird. I guess we'll stay in the happy place a little while longer, or should we try the hunch? Titanium, you think we both would have died if we checked her pulse? Maybe.
If we die, you can yell at me all you want. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate? Fine. Whatever.
Is she
for
still
the first
down
time
here?
since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
Okay.
The end. Nice knowing you.
Chapter 2. The Spectre. This is a different chapter 2.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her.
Oh, you jerk. You're in it for now. You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks. I'm getting deja vu. Wait, hasn't this happened already? Okay, no. But I killed myself. What am I doing here? Let's say you're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time.
Voice of the cold.
We'll just do it again.
That's new.
Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this is...
I guess proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. She won't be a problem.
I don't like this cold voice. And now I'm like, okay, we don't slay the princess.
The
Because we
interior
tried
of the
slaying her
cabin is
before
cold,
and that was bad.
a soft odor of dirt permeating the air.
Oh, we have the mirror
Cobwebs
back.
flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. The blade is your implement. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
You didn't say anything about a mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Uh-huh.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. Who cares if there's a mirror? Let's just go into the basement and find her body so we can be done with this.
Okay, well, we're definitely gonna look in the mirror. I want to see how handsome I am. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago, and now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it. Clearly, it's not even important enough to be acknowledged.
Coco Confession. I love that you played this game too. I have started it now twice. This is my third time going back in on the same save. Matt says our hand is getting worse. Our creature hand is looking worse. Oh boy. Coco, it's good to see you. Folks, Coco Confession is one of the lovely person who helms the Twitch Women's Guild, which is why we're lucky enough to be featured on the front page this month. So huge shout out and thank you to Coco Confession for all of your amazing hard work for the Twitch Women's Guild. Thank you. You need to go through it another time to unlock everything. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. Dante, you think we're turning evil, maybe? Now the mirror's gone. And so maybe we enter the basement without the blade this time? We've tried freeing the princess, and then we got weird hand thing. And then we tried slaying the princess, and then we got trapped in this cabin in the middle of nothing forever. So I don't know what to do next. I guess let's enter the basement, no blade. When we've entered the basement with the blade, she had the scary voice.
The door to the basement.
I want to see if now that we have no blade, she goes back to nice voice.
Revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step,
she's
the
dead.
form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay, she's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor.
Oh no.
Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here? Ghost! Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
What?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
What's my favorite voice? I don't know. I kind of like the mean voice so far.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you.
Although this is really creepy.
Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin.
Oh, hi, Pickaxe. Welcome. Thanks for saying what's up.
So she has a body, and she's right there. We could probably grab her and kill her again, if we wanted to.
Sorry, you're coming into a very weird game.
We don't even need a blade. She looks fragile enough to me.
What? The voice of the cold wants us to kill her again? Okay. If we grab her, maybe we will kill her again? That's what... So do we listen to the voice of the cold? That's new this time. Oh, or you mean, Coco, which voice is my favorite? Like these voices? I don't know. The voice of the hero was pretty funny. But the voice of the cold was right about her being dead down here. I don't think waiting to see how things played out has ever worked with her, so let's grab her.
Before she can suspect a thing, you lunge forward and grab her arm. You feel substance for the briefest of moments, but then you feel nothing at all, as though all you've done is clutch at empty air.
You're adorable when you're confused.
But I didn't say you could touch me.
Why are you even here? Just making sure you finish the job, or what?
Okay. If I knew I'd have to talk to you again, I wouldn't have slain you. I died too, and I'm not floating around like you are. What happened? Why am I different? Why are you different? Stop playing the victim. You threatened me last time. Of course I attacked you. You're supposed to end the world. You're dead. What can you do to hurt me? What do you want from me? Okay, team, I'm out of ideas. Thoughts. Grab her, but try harder. Leave her in the basement. Or retrieve the blade. Oh my goodness. Hi, Emperor Keelich. I haven't streamed all year, but I actually have. I streamed yesterday and the day before. I think I should say, why am I different? I died too and I'm not floating. What happened? Why am I different? Why are you different?
You don't look dead, killer.
The princess grabs your wrist, a sudden shock of cold flowing all the way up your arm, her eyes still fixed on yours as you try to squirm out of her grip.
And you don't feel dead either.
She lets go and pulls away. Your fingertips tingle painfully as the chill subsides.
I'm less interested in why you are, or how you are, and a lot more interested in what you are. I've tried to leave on my own. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
Me too.
I just want to go home. I'm so cold and alone here. But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride.
I can't.
After all,
Oh, it's terrifying.
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us? She
Maybe.
is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly.
Oh.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
What if I say no? This would just be temporary, right? If I let you in, do I still get to be in control? Before I agree to anything, we need to talk about what happens after you leave this place. Sounds great. Do it. The answer's no, or I need to think on this. If she's in us, maybe she can see the narrator. I'm with you. What happens after you leave this place?
And what? You just believed that? You killed me without giving it any thought? That's cold.
That's rich coming from her. Every time she touches us, it's like we freeze over. She's right, though, but that's neither here nor there. What's done is done. What we do from this point forward is all that matters. Let's try not to let emotion get the better of it.
What are you gonna do if I help you get out of here?
I don't know. Maybe I'll just fade away. Finally able to rest once I'm free from my unfinished business. Maybe I'll find someone to haunt. Maybe I'll haunt you. It's a tough question, asking someone what she's going to do with her life.
The princess leans in close and pauses, the frigid air between you stale and unmoving.
Especially when that someone is dead.
She pulls back with a playful giggle.
I don't think most living people could answer that either. Does anyone actually know who they are or what they want?
Well, were you going to end the world?
I don't know. I just wanted to leave. I still just want to leave.
Okay. Okay, so this would be saying it to the narrator. See, this is exactly what I was trying to tell you about in the woods. This already happened. We killed her. Or, I killed you. What are you doing not being dead? Do you know why you came back? I'm sorry I killed you last time. I shouldn't have done that. Do you want me to die? Do you want me to kill myself to satisfy some sort of sick revenge fantasy? Because I already did that, and it wouldn't be hard to do that again. I'm sorry. Is there any way I can make it up to you? After I killed you, this cabin, I want to say it teleported. It wasn't in the woods anymore. Time stopped meaning anything. Yeah, let's say this.
You poor thing. That must have been so frightening for you.
She doesn't care.
No, after everything we've been through, it's nice to see someone finally sympathizing with us. This whole thing's been an ordeal, hasn't it? She doesn't mean it.
It serves you right.
Yeah, she doesn't mean it.
I was pretty scared too, when you stood there not saying a word with a knife clenched in your fist. But now you know how bad it hurts to get stabbed in the chest. It sounds like you got exactly what you were owed.
Yep. Let's see. If you can go through walls, can't you just leave on your own? I can't let you out and I won't let you possess me is an option. Retrieve the blade or grab the princess. Possession doesn't seem like it's an option. Let's tell the narrator this is what I was telling you about.
Yes, obviously things are strange. Right now, I think it's safe to say that you've seen something you shouldn't have seen. Whatever worlds you've hopped between, whatever versions of me you've met, none of that matters now. There's no changing what's already happened. But you have a job to finish.
Do I?
Finish how? We already did what you told us. And now she's a ghost.
Yeah.
There's a perfectly pristine blade waiting for you upstairs. You could always use it to...
To slay a ghost?
No! Slay her. And then what? And then you'll have saved the world. I think he's asking about what happens after we save the world. If that's even still an option. What do you mean, after? You already know what we mean, don't you? So why don't you go ahead and tell us? Are you going to try and lock us away in a timeless void again? Because I didn't much care for that. I'm not going to lock you anywhere. What an interesting choice of emphasis.
Uh-huh. Do you know why you came back?
How should I know? Why does anyone come back? Maybe I have unfinished business with you. Or maybe you have unfinished business with me. All I know is there's a hole in my chest. Not the big obvious one that you put there. There's something older and deeper. A nagging reminder that I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
Okay, team, I'm out of ideas. Thoughts?
We could always try violence. It's worked for us so far. She's a ghost. Who says ghosts are immune to violence? Common sense? There's nothing common or sensible about common sense. Action and observation are the only things that matter. Fine. Then let me observe that the acts of killing her and killing ourselves haven't got us much of anywhere. We're still back in this cabin, we're still dealing with her, only now she has a good reason to hate us. I suppose you have a point. Do you have any ideas then? I don't know. Maybe we do what she wants. Maybe we let her possess us and walk out of here. We could. It would be something different. I like different. Absolutely not. If you walk her out of here, she's going to end the world. Is that really so bad? Yes, it is by its very definition bad.
Carmelita, thank you for requesting Intergrade.
But those are the only options, aren't they? Violence or doing what she wants. Or just leaving her down here. Though ignoring a problem is rarely a solution, is it?
Alright, do we have the option to let her possess us? Let
Thanks for the body, killer.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
See you soon.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
Oh no, are those our
I'm afraid
bones
it's
cracking?
too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body. You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Get up. You've still got a job to do.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
Mm-hmm.
So, it doesn't work like that for you? Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor? Are they also supposed to be you?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass, I'm...
Yeah? Go on. Finish the thought. What are you?
I'm a voice? I'm me is what I am. Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
Do you have to deal with this annoying bickering all the time?
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too. I'm clearly the same thing you are.
Hopefully they'll all go away once we leave this place. I don't know how you can tolerate all of this noise.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
Uh-huh.
So you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there, like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen. Obviously, she's nowhere to be seen.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
I love that they can all chat now.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
Oh, shut up. Stop trying to manipulate everyone. Or don't, actually. It doesn't really matter. Because you won't be around to do this for much longer.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
I can't think straight. There's too much noise. Or leave the basement. Let's explore a little bit first.
Then don't think. Just move.
One way or another, this is all going to end. Wouldn't it be nice if he ends with it?
I guess we'll just have to see what happens when we leave. But if I'm stuck in here, I'll be making some renovations. It's too crowded.
Leave the basement.
Your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
Ha
But
ha
that's
ha.
exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
You don't know that.
I do.
Oh man, we're getting a raid at like the most wild part of the game from Nicole. Nicole and your viewers, excuse my slight laryngitis today. Thank you so much for the raid. These party balloons are for you, friends. Folks, if you don't already follow the oh so talented Nicole Tompkins, please go ahead and do that. Thank you for trusting your community here. You were just chatting. Have you played Slay the Princess yet? Today we are playing the mental gymnastics of a game called Slay the Princess, where a narrator tells us to go in a cabin and slay the princess. And then we have many, many choices after that. And time keeps looping, and it's really bizarre, and we're trying to figure it out. Nicole says, yay, so much love back to you, Nicole. Nicole is fantastic in Resident Evil. Yes, yes. Thank you for the feel better wishes. I appreciate it, everyone. I'm on day 8 of a cold and really hoping my voice comes back. I did vocal rest Monday and Tuesday, which, Nicole, I'm sure you know what that's like. It's not easy. I was writing everything I wanted to say to my family on a Magna Doodle all day. But yes, this game is, Matt Mania, this game is very weird. Matt Mania says Nicole is the epitome of wholesomeness. It's so true. Nicole's amazing. Again, I know we put a shout out in chat to Nicole. Please go follow Nicole. For those of you just coming over here from the raid, hi. I'm Trisha Hershberger. I normally do on-camera presenting and reporting when it comes to technology, video games, tabletop games, and general fandom, lifestyle, and entertainment, meaning like sci-fi, fantasy, comic-related material, etc. And on the days that I'm not on set, then I like to stream here on Twitch. So welcome. Today, like I said earlier, I'm playing a game called Slay the Princess. It's an indie game that just came out last year, 2023, created by a husband and wife team. And boy, is it strange. I'm going to rest my voice now and go back into the game so I don't have to talk so much. But thank you in advance for spending some time with me today. And our community is called the Dragon Riders, hence your party raid balloons having dragons on them. And I even have a dragon on my mug. I'm all dragons today. Dragon on the shirt, all of it. Thank you for being here. Get ready for creep factor over 9,000.
Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world?
Thank you, Miguel. I have a lot of throat coat tea and lozenges, which actually that's a great reminder to use another one now. So where we are right now, if you're just joining, the narrator said we have to slay this princess because if she leaves the cabin, the world will end. But he won't tell us anything else other than that. And the princess is also being shady with details. Anyway, she has now possessed our body and we're considering leaving the cabin.
It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world.
It is very spooky. I'm turning off my AC because it's a little chilly in here. I have an AC just for the studio because the studio lights and all the PCs make it warm. Here we go. Time to find out if the world ends, y'all.
Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world. I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open a door to another? Or is it the same world reborn? Against the backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices, your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door. For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
It's because he can't stop me. Why do you think he sent you here?
Oh.
I hate to admit it, but she's not wrong. It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate. And whine.
Nicole, if you have to raid and run, I totally get it. After a stream, sometimes you just need to go, take care of yourself, rest, relax, you do your thing. Thank you again for the raid, and thank you for the countless hours of entertainment your talent has provided us over the years.
This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
I could take the blade, or I could trudge forward. What do you think, chat? Are we trudging forward or taking the blade? Oh, Titanium, you think we should slay the princesses and romance her until she falls so in love she's slain? We tried that. And I think she ended up killing us and saying I'm sorry over and over again. Trudge. You guys are saying trudge. Let's get out of here.
You continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
Finally! Finally!
You lift your shaking hand and rest it on the door.
Open the door.
Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it, and then the door groans open. You collapse to the ground, you and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin. As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see... yes?
Uh-huh.
Nothing. He's gone, and so is everything else.
So we did slay him after all. He had it coming, I suppose. But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? Did taking her out of the cabin really end the world? We're still here. Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or have we never been part of the world?
Alright, let's see if I'm stuck with you forever.
You feel a lightness in your chest as a pair of sunken eyes emerge from your body and stare up at you.
Guess I'm not. All's well that ends well, right? You lived up to your end of the bargain, so I'll live up to mine. Thanks.
Dimension.
I think this is where I'm meant to be.
The hands again. You don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before, and you always get scared. Or approach the mirror. Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me.
I would have kept them in the dark if I were you. What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now.
Bye, Miguel. Thanks for the follow. Hopefully we'll see you on a stream soon. Approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've grown. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Bye, jokester. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Oh, so weird. Approach her.
When I found you in the long quiet alone, I was terrified. What if you had decided to let me wither? But your commitment now is final. Your ability to walk the path of mutual annihilation is vanished with your return. If you still wish to obliterate me, it will have to wait until I am complete. Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same being as you were before? How much has changed? What does it feel like to change like this? When this is all done, do you know what you want to do? You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before? You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you. You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Why? What do you want me to bring you next time? Do you have any thoughts on this vessel? I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be. What do you feel about me? These vessels I've been bringing you, I've hurt them. How many more vessels do I need to bring you? Alright, wow. I want to say how much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same. Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
When all this is done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
I guess why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
That makes sense. You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Why?
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Okay. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel? Pickaxe, I just picked up a cold over Christmas somewhere.
This one is vaporous. She is a dream for a life she could never have. But that longing has given her so much capacity for kindness. She will make for an understanding heart. Do not mourn her. She will finally be able to hold what she never knew.
I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
Wow, this is so weird. Attack the entity or destroy my body. We haven't done either of those yet. I'm ready to go back. So I guess our choices are go back and bring her another vessel, which means go through this again. I could try to attack the entity, but she's been so nice to me. Or I could destroy my body. I don't know why I would destroy my body. I guess I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
And, oh, wait. Hold on. I just got it. Every time I die, glass shatters. And before when I died, glass shattered. Am I the mirror? Hold up. I think I'm the mirror. Or somehow I'm tied to the mirror. Maybe the mirror is how I get back and forth?
In the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to...
Okay, we get it. Let's see if it gives us any different options. Okay, thanks for telling me what to do.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job. You make your way up the short path.
Proceed to the cabin.
The
No
interior
mirror
of
in
the
chapter
cabin is where the
1.
blade is your...
Should we let her out this time? I don't know. If we are the mirror, how come we can reach out to the mirror? I don't know. Rob, you think take the blade?
You take the blade. The door to the basement creaks open. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous.
It's
Don't
the
let it
mean
fool
voice
you.
again. Just checking on you.
It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting...
You walk down the stairs. She's so cold. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Nuh-uh.
Then drop the knife.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do.
Drop it. All right,
Blade
let's try being
tumbles
her
out
friend
with
this
trembling
time.
hands and drops to the floor.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just...
Against your better judgment, we'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Pretty awkward. How would I get you out of here? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. She won't tell us her name. We've done that before. How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
I'm getting you out of here.
Oh, you have to be kidding. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I'm going to check upstairs.
I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Hey, let me out of here. Try the door or return to the bottom. Try
You
the door.
but it's locked from the outside. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to... You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
I don't like this narrator.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
Yeah, the narrator's very rude.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess. We're gonna try.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Because she's not.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
This is how it went my very first ever time in chapter 1. The narrator, is gonna make me do it.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
That's where I first noticed we have a creature hand.
Watch me.
Yeah, all I can do is slay the princess. Except for I can warn her. And if I warn her, she's gonna turn around and slay me instead.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it. Stop resisting me.
Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck.
Yep.
This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
Chapter 2, The Prisoner.
You're on a path. You're here.
Let's see if we have another voice this time.
A terrible sense of death. Don't forget what he
the
did to us the
skeptic.
last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying. I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large?
Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
Rob. Last was too less dark than this? I don't know, man.
She will lie. She will cheat. Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink. Did you just say wink out loud? No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Now this time, chapter 2, we should have a mirror. I don't know if we'll have a mirror.
The interior of the
Ooh,
cabin is
it's
less a
definitely
cozy
different.
woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted. The blade is your implement.
Approach the mirror without saying
Walk up to
anything
the wall
about it.
next to the basement door. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall.
And now it's
I
not
hope
a
you know
mirror
how
anymore.
ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
Maybe it will be back.
I'm
Let's
afraid
enter
I'm
the
going to
basement,
insist we
no
take the
blade.
blade. We're in a dangerous situation, and I'm not letting us go down there without a weapon. Are you sure? What if she, I don't know, turns it against us? Which I'm bringing up in a purely hypothetical manner. Yes. Turns it against you. She's a prisoner here. She'll only be able to turn it against you if you give it to her. Which you won't be doing because she's an existential threat to the entire world. Okay. I'm trusting you. Normally, yeah, but not about this. Call it a wonderful.
Okay, we
Do
had to
exactly
take the
that.
knife. We didn't
Swing
get a
the knife
choice
from the
this
table
time.
Before proceeding to the basement. Don't worry about it. We have enough. No, you don't have to do anything, but you do well to use it regardless. Moving on. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. Her voice, harsh but controlled.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us? You walk down
Oh,
the stairs
wow.
and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
Is it for me?
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
I'm not sure I need to do anything. Did you see how locked up she is? I'm just going to leave her here and leave her in the basement, or sit with her, or slay her. It is more chains than usual. I think we sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Okay.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Sit where you were told to sit.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
My intentions? What do you mean? I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that? What happened after I died last time? That other chain on the wall, who's it for? What would you have me do? I'm gonna leave here, actually. What would you have me do?
Let me borrow that knife. Don't worry, you'll get it back.
That's ominous. But she seems confident. Whatever it is she has planned, I think she knows what she's doing. Oh please, she's just putting on an act to disarm you. That much should be obvious. In case you need to hear a voice of reason, it would obviously be unwise to give away your only weapon. Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us. So, what should we do? I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons. Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you. That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none. The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. Whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
I think they both are.
Oh, are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
Okay, so you remember that I was here before.
First you make a comment about having been here before, and now this. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use.
Tell me.
This has complicated things. It's complicated things how, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency. A contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck. If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably. I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative.
Huh, that's interesting.
That's pathetic. I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that.
This is so weird and meta. Pickaxe, yes, I've been at this game a long time. If you first saw me in Smosh videos, you probably first saw me when I was in my late 20s or 30s. But yeah, I've been doing this a long time. This is meta Chunky Spaghetti and existential STS. Also Chunky Spaghetti, A+ Twitch name, my friend.
Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky, so don't waste that luck by messing it up again. All right? Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
I agree
The
with
more
the
I say,
skeptic.
the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
So bizarre.
I won't.
I won't.
Fine, but you won't get another word from me on the matter. Yeah, sure. We'll see about that. Just give it a rest, this isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
What happened after I died last time?
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them. And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows?
It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
That other chain on the wall, who's it for? She's gonna say, I don't know.
I don't know, but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
Okay. I could inspect the shackles. She'll probably lock me in there if I do that. I could say, you realize that I have as much reason to distrust you as you have to distrust me. I'm not giving you a weapon. You killed me with it last time. I can cut you out of here. I'm not giving you a weapon. Okay, I'm trusting you and give her the knife. If you want to leave, I'm going to be the one with the weapon. Deal with it. Cut her out on your own. Or I'm just going to leave. Goodness. Let's say I have as much reason to distrust you as you have to distrust me.
I do. So I guess this all comes down to which of us caves first. And it's not going to be me. I'm extremely patient.
It's probably better if we take action anyway. No use trying to wait her out. That's playing to her strengths.
Okay. Inspect the chains and live happily ever after? No. Let's say you killed me with it last time.
But sure, let's talk about what happened. Because what happened is exactly my issue.
Okay.
The last time we met, your body tried to kill me. If you take a moment to imagine yourself in my position, I think you'll understand why letting you near me with that thing is untenable. So, be a good bird and hand it over. And if being nice isn't enough motivation, well, I think you're aware that I'm not afraid to resort to violence. If you come near me with that thing, I will strangle you with these chains.
Okay.
She doesn't beat around the bush, does she?
Okay.
Yes,
she
it's
does
almost
not.
like she's a fundamentally bad person who wishes to inflict pain on others.
Or it's another bluff.
No hard feelings, of course. But you should be aware of my position.
You're the one in chains. If anyone should be negotiating here, it's you, not me.
Usually you'd be right. But this isn't exactly a usual situation. I'm not someone you can wait out. We've already been over this. I'm more patient than you'll ever be.
Okay, I guess I'm trusting you and give her the knife. Well, last time we gave her the knife... No, we were still holding the knife. That's how the narrator made us try to kill her. So if we give her the knife... I don't know. Give her the knife.
Slide it over.
No, absolutely not. I am not letting you hand your only weapon over to the world-ending princess. Until you come up with any other idea.
You tried this last time. Do you want to know how it went for you?
Oh, I remember. She killed us, which, by your estimation, ended the world, right?
Oh, Rory tried to take over your body.
Exactly. If I were you, I wouldn't be too keen on repeating your mistake. Hell, we could even force your hand and do it ourselves. I'm not afraid of dying again. Are you?
A little. I think you got your point across. Fine. You slide the blade across the floor. The princess maintains unsettling eye contact as she reaches
Well, she
down
can't cut
to
off
pick it
both
up.
her hands and her neck.
Thanks.
She pulls up her hair,
I guess she's
smiling
going to.
slightly as she raises the blade to her throat. What is she doing? She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own neck.
This is terrifying.
No.
Watch in uneasy silence, or I mean, look away. I don't know. Watch in uneasy silence.
Her eyes stare forward, unblinking, as she saws through skin, veins, cartilage. At last she reaches bone,
Gross.
the blade grinding audibly against her vertebra as it continues to slice its way through her
This
neck.
would make a good movie.
I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you. Why would she do that?
Huh. So that's her play.
Killing herself?
She isn't dead yet.
Finally, you hear a snap. Her eye twitches. There's an uneasy silence. She remains motionless for a long moment, her twitching eye the only movement in the room, until at last it stops in an unsettling half-wink. Her head twists slowly to the side, flopping to her shoulder,
So gross.
and her neck opens. The remaining tissue is not enough to hold the weight of her severed head. It stretches and tears until finally it falls to the floor, completely free. It bounces a few times before rolling to a stop at your feet. Oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back.
We didn't do anything. She did that.
The princess's eyes stare up at you. Dead. Congratulations! You saved the world.
Are you sure she's not winking at us?
Obviously not. She is thoroughly deceased.
What?
I hate this. Can we just get out of here now, please? Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
We should take her with us, don't you think?
What? No, you shouldn't do that. Why would you do that?
I can think of lots of reasons. A trophy, proof of our victory. Hell, we could even give her a proper burial. She did save the world, right?
You don't need proof, you don't need a trophy, and she doesn't deserve a burial. Just leave.
Even after all that, you're still not satisfied, are you? Something is still motivating you to keep things the way you want them.
I'm just eager to put this all behind us and give you your reward. Stop reading into things. The danger has passed. You can relax.
My reward is keeping me trapped in nothing forever.
I'm just keeping myself sharp. I'm not so eager to put my guard down.
I am. I'm on team, let's put this all behind us. So can we leave already?
Take the princess with you. Yes. So
Ugh,
gross.
Fine. You pick up the princess's severed head, its neck stump still oozing bodily fluids.
Yes, humble
Then
sage
make
will
your
hook her
way
to the
back
hip like
upstairs to
Kratos.
the first floor of the cabin.
Okay.
Did you see that? I could have sworn she moved.
She didn't. She's dead.
What if we're actually freeing the princess right now?
But what if she's not? Are you listening to yourself? Do I need to explain to you why decapitation is lethal? The door to your bountiful reward is right in front of you. All you have to do is open it. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is... Wait, no, that's not right.
It's not nothing. It's actually the world.
Well played.
This is the end of the world, isn't it? I always thought I'd at least have time to explain myself before I had to watch it happen. It's already... over? Is he gone?
But we're still here. Maybe it wasn't the end of the world after all. Maybe it was just the end of his.
Thanks for carrying me up here. I had to take it on faith that you would know what to do. I'm glad I was right to trust you. So, this is the outside. Maybe it's just my lack of body, but it's colder than I expected.
Okay, here's the hands again. This was the third vessel. But you don't get a chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave.
She's
Memory
gone.
returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. The mirror always makes the move. I've withered. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin in the long quiet. Oh no. Oh
I
no.
am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
You can't be a contradiction. How can you stand to be a contradiction? It doesn't matter how many times I go back. At least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse? What do you think of this vessel? Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind? Let's say it doesn't matter how many times I go back.
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
If anything, it makes me like you more. Not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you. I have no opinion. I just want it all to stop. Yes, you're torturing me and I hate it. I think I hate you. I think I just want it all to stop.
It will, in time. But you still have a ways to go before we are done. Know that I hold no malice for you.
How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
This is so bizarre.
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
I guess you know at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? Have you figured out what you'll want when we finished? Probably not.
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
I'm ready to go back, attack the entity, or destroy our body. I mean, how many more do we have to do? I'm kind of getting to the point where I'm like, okay, on with this, lady. What's happening? How?
We will know when we near our destination.
Yeah, this is definite gibberish. It does sound like AI having an existential crisis. I mean, we haven't tried destroying our body. I could save it and then try that. You raise your will to end your life, but as it buries into the space your body should be, you feel nothing at all. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward and gently touches the side of your face.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Okay, well that's not a thing I can do.
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. A river does not dictate its outlets. My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to treasure the gifts you bring me.
I guess I'm ready to go back?
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Okay, the mirror breaks. Now we're back in chapter 1 again.
You're on a path. You're here.
Okay, these are all the same things as before. Silently head towards the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
We don't have another voice this time yet that I've seen.
The interior of the cabin is all the blade is your...
Enter the basement, no blade. Let's try it. Oh, it let us do that time.
The door to the basement, her voice...
Hello? Is someone there?
It's the nice voice again.
Hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Don't let it fool you.
Checking on you. Hi, I'm here to save you. Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
She's beautiful.
I am begging you to stay focused.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
I'll see what I can do and examine
Only
the
making
chains.
this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day.
When I say I'm going to check upstairs, the cabin door will lock me in there and suddenly the blade will be downstairs. That happened my very first trip around. If there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs... Is someone else here?
Yep, we're locked in there.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you...
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before
this is
raising
what happened
her arm
the
to her
first
mouth,
time.
her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clap. It's the blade from upstairs.
How did
You're
the
not sure
blade
how
get
it made its way down
downstairs,
here, but if there's
narrator?
a time to strike, it's now.
Oh, Frequency Punch says, I think you didn't have the knife the other time in front of the mirror. Maybe to see your reflection you need the knife? Maybe.
Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess or slay the princess. We'll try saving the princess again.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No.
The mirror is
she
usually
didn't.
chapter 2, right?
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from
Creepy.
her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach
No,
the locked door.
We won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No. I can't just let her escape into the world.
Hi, Aquarius.
As the princess approaches the bottom
Yep,
stair,
he makes
your
me
body
do it.
steps forward and raises the blade.
He makes me do it.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Oh, I can't warn her this time. It won't let me. Okay, I thought you were looking. I was like, oh no, don't look at this
Okay,
thing.
there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end. You bring the blade down to strike at the princess's heart.
No way. She's gonna eat me alive, man.
But she's fast.
Yeah.
She ducks to the floor, your blade narrowly grazing her backside. Slaying her won't be easy now that she's free.
We could have gotten out of here together. Were you just lying to me this whole time? I don't know what's come over you, but if I have to kill you, then I'll kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that?
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm.
Oh my gosh, is she gonna bite me to death?
But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart. It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease.
This is terrifying. This is not what happened the
You
first
collapse
time.
to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world. It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
That's where the broken glass normally would be, is on the everything goes dark and you die screen. But there wasn't any. And now chapter 2 is called The Witch.
You're on a path. You're here.
Okay, yes. And now we should have another voice.
Again? People don't die twice. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's brilliant. We need to keep our cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him. You know I can hear you. Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
Okay, proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie. Don't worry. You can trust us to get the job done.
Now the mirror should be in there.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots.
Oh, it
the
definitely
walls a
looks
chaotic
different.
weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor, the blade is your implement.
Okay, now you were saying take the blade, then look in the mirror. Let's try it.
You take the blade from the shelf. It would be difficult to slay the... Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it. That's
Agreed.
not actually a bad idea.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. You reach forward
No.
and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Okay, so it's not the knife, but that was a good guess.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw, waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice
Weird.
skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
This is terrifying. I'm not nasty.
But you are. You're a wretched little thing. I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions? Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine. You're the boss. Thank you. You descend the basement steps,
She has a tail.
entering the dark room below.
She has a tail this time, y'all.
You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
That's no fair. How would she know that?
So, we've dropped the pretenses.
Oh yeah, look at her legs too.
Good.
You made a comment back in the woods about having been here before. Now she's acting like the two of you already know each other. Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you?
Yes, we have.
That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Okay.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
I'm sorry about last time. I made a mistake. Don't worry, the blade isn't for you. We've got to get you out somehow. I get the sense that you're not happy with me. I died last time, you didn't. If anyone here shouldn't be trusted, it's you. Look, I know things got messy, but I think there's something bigger than both of us at work. We should team up. I like that one, but let's say I'm sorry about last time first.
Ooh, smart. Let's apologize, get us back on the right foot.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster. Well, if you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
Okay, now I think we go for the team up one.
I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? All right. I suppose I could team up. I need a way out after all, and unfortunately, you're the only one I have.
Seems to me like she's offering a mutually beneficial arrangement. We should take it. Do you know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement that benefits her and her alone.
Can't you get out of those on your own? The chains didn't stop you last time.
Oh, of course. They're nothing to me.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist. She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
Why do I have a nagging feeling you're going to stab me in the back if I help you out of here?
And why would I do such a thing? Is someone's guilty conscience getting to them? But I wouldn't worry. As much as I may hate you, letting you live is in my best interests. If you get me out of here, the only thing that will be dead and buried is the bad blood between us.
Oh, that nagging feeling you mentioned is me, by the way. I'm actually a little anxious about a potential backstabbing event. She needs us to get out of here. We'll be fine if that's what we decide to do.
She doesn't need us to get out of
Won't
here.
be fine because destruction is in her nature. If she gets out of here, that's it for the world, remember? Even if that's true, that doesn't automatically mean she's gonna stab us in the back. I think that depends on your definition of words like stab and in the back. She might not literally do that, but she could very well symbolically do the same thing. See? He gets it. There's nothing wrong with looking out for number one.
Hi, Processing. Happy New Year to you. I know, I tried not to kill her last time, but the first time I did to warn her, so it wouldn't let me do it again. I don't want to hurt you. Clearly there's some broken trust. Take this as a gesture of my goodwill and give her the blade. Let's do it.
You You can't. Now, hold on. We should put this to a vote. The blade is one of our most valuable assets. We can't just give it to her. What if she uses it to kill us? I vote no. As do I. Abstain? You abstain? She's going to kill us if we give it to her.
This isn't a democracy. We're giving her the blade. Or, yeah, never mind. That was a silly idea.
You're going to get everyone killed. You know that, right? But of course you do. You toss the blade at the princess's feet. She eyes it with suspicion before kneeling down to pick it up.
I wouldn't have done that. Why did you?
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
What do you think happens now?
That's up to you. It's why I gave you the blade. I chose last time and I regret it, so now it's your time to choose. We're both scared and we're both hurting. If one of us doesn't make a change, we'll probably kill each other forever. Do you want that? I don't. We can be better than this. You're beautiful. I want to actually save you, and this feels like the only way to do it. If you're like someone I know, you're probably going to kill me or remain silent. It's either, I feel like either that's up to you, or we're both scared and hurting. That's number 2, is votes Rob. You said choose love, humble sage. Do you mean that you're beautiful? I don't want to save her because she's beautiful, though. We're both scared and hurting. I like that one.
Her shoulders tense and her eyes dart away.
This is another trick. You're trying to sow doubt, but it's not going to work on me.
And then
Alright,
she
well.
buries the blade in your heart. What? No, come on, that's not right. I told you this is what she was going to do. Glee dances across her face as you fall to the ground.
Whoops.
I did it. I got you. You...
The princess seems to tremble, her smile fading quickly, replaced with concern. Her nervous eyes brim with tears.
Why? Why did you let me do this?
But you don't have the strength to respond, nor do you have the time. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Mirror? No mirror and a chapter 3.
You're on a path in the wood. I can't believe she actually stabbed us.
I think she'll remember.
I told you not to give her the blade. I told you it would come around to bite us. I voted against it. Yeah, we know. You already got your I told you so's in while we were bleeding out. I just wanted to make sure that everyone here knows that I was and am on the right side of that argument. Oh, you're far from being on the right side of anything. You're fixated on the past, whereas what you should be is fixated on the future.
The voice of the smitten is back.
Ho, a visionary. I like it. Tell me more.
We've encountered him before. He just wants us to choose love.
Gladly, my dear fellow. By cruelly turning on the princess in her moment of vulnerability, we made ourselves an enemy. But by mastering our fear and insecurity and handing over change, so maybe she'll realize that things don't have to end in violence.
Interestingly, I don't think we've heard from the narrator this time, have we?
You know, maybe you're right. In which case, I suppose the only thing to do is to get back to the cabin and give it another try. Give what another
here
try
he is.
exactly? You are aware I've been listening to you, right?
It makes no difference if we conspire in the shadows or bear our intentions with open hearts. We are breaking your cruel cycle and whisking her away to freedom.
Oh, are you now? Great, so you've obviously been here before, since you apparently died at least once.
Twice, actually.
Sure. Twice. Then I'll spare you the little introduction I had planned. You already know about the princess, and clearly you already know that she's dangerous. So don't muck this up. It's bad enough.
Okay. This place is different. It keeps changing. We're going to free her. We're even now. I'm sure she understands that. I hope you don't think I'm planning on freeing her. Screw the cabin. You sure seem to be taking the whole looping thing in stride. Let's say... What's he gonna say if we say we're going to free her? Or we're even now. I'm sure she understands
Yes.
that.
Good. Playing both sides. That's what smart people do, and you're the smartest in the room. I'm not sure it counts as playing both sides if people can hear you doing it. Buddy, you're thinking in far too few dimensions. There's layers to doing this right, and I'm pretty sure the one making the choices gets that. Trust. Trust in what plan? The Decider's plan. Sure, we don't know what the plan is yet, but that's part of the whole trusting thing, isn't it? A good leader knows how and when to keep things secret, and sometimes a good leader even knows to keep things secret from himself.
There isn't a plan, and that's the whole point. We're supposed to be guided by emotion. We're supposed to passionately live in the moment, and I'm sure that when the time comes, those passions will tell us to set our darling princess free.
Matt Milder, I'm hoping teamwork works this time, right? Dart UK, you can see the choices above my head, so I'll just focus on what's at the top. NJ Rodimus, hi to you. Welcome to the stream.
If I were you, I'd remember what she's done. You know how dangerous she is.
Alright, let's just go to the cabin.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the base of the cabin. I don't know if I'd say everyone. You talking about me? I have a position. It's a good one, too. Ignore him, he's just talking for talking's sake. My position is the only one that matters. The princess is a threat to you. She's a threat to me, and most importantly, she's a threat to the world.
Okay, narrator, we hear
you.
you. Yeah, Chunky Spaghetti, we are getting new voices each time.
The interior of the cabin is hardly an interior at all anymore. The burned out ruins merely suggest the shape of the structure that once stood here, charred wood still reeking of ash. But beneath it lies the fresh smell of spring growth after rain, the promise of new life in the wreckage of the old.
The cabins are different too, you're right, Dart UK.
The only furniture of note is the crisp shell of what was once a table, a pristine... Wait, this isn't right? There's supposed to be a pristine blade.
There's no pristine blade.
Why isn't there a pristine blade? We gave it to her last time. She can't still have it, can she?
She can.
Well, it's not here. And if she has it, let me guess, you want to get all chummy with her. Look, as far as I see it, if it's between him and her, I say we side with the one who has the weapon. It's just the smart thing to do. I wouldn't be so hasty. I'm sure the blade will turn up somewhere. She can't have it. That's not how this is supposed to work.
If she does have it, that's all the more reason to put our faith in her. We have already shown her our heart. Now she has to show us hers.
I love the voice of the smitten.
Unless her heart tells her to stab us, which doesn't seem unlikely, so yes, I agree. Let's make sure we get on her good side.
How do we even get down there? The only thing I see is a mirror.
You're right, the mirror is back. There isn't anywhere for us to go.
No, there's not.
But there isn't a mirror. I still don't get his angle here.
Either way, I say we take a look. It feels like it's been forever since we've actually seen ourselves. For all we know, our feathers are all out of place. And that's why we haven't yet won her heart. We must put our best face forward.
Yeah, we can't go around looking disheveled. A real go-getter takes care of his appearance.
So, is the door to the basement behind the mirror?
I don't know.
I promise you there isn't a mirror, and there isn't a door to the basement. The entrance is more of a burned out frame than anything else, and it's right there on the far side of the room.
Can we walk through the
Do you
mirror,
really
maybe?
not see it?
Approach the mirror.
You step forward and approach the scorched entryway leading to the basement, hesitating before you begin the descent.
You know what you have to do. Wipe away the grit from the mirror, and behold our handsome features.
It went away when we touched it last time.
Wipe the mirror
You reach
clean.
forward and wave your hand through the hollow entrance leading to the basement. You really thought there was a mirror there, didn't you? That can't be good.
Alas, our fine features remain unseen. We'll just have to trust that she'll find us beautiful as we are.
Well, seems like the only way to go is forward, isn't it? Yes, that's where everything tends to be. Let's just put on a good face and have our wits about us.
A new
Aw,
subscriber.
fake photo. Thank you
Come,
for gifting a
steel
sub to
yourselves.
Michelle.
We are building an army.
Enter the basement. Here we go.
You step through the frame of scorched wood and make your way into the darkness below. The stairs to the basement are covered in a fine layer of gritty ash. The air still feels warm, as if the fires that ruined this place had only recently been extinguished. Yet fresh shoots of thorny branches are already weaving themselves through the soot-covered earth of the walls around you. Their spines point courteously down towards the basement, so you're able to brush past their jagged points with ease, at least on the way down. But you don't need to think about the way back up just yet. That's a matter for after the world's been saved.
These thorns are an expression of her pain. I know it. She's calling out for help.
Her voice, worn down by pain and suspicion, hobbles up the stairs.
I can't get away from you, can I? You betray me, I kill you, and you come back. You let me kill you, and you come back. I don't know why you let me do that. I don't know what you want from me.
I want to figure out a way out of here for good. I don't know what I want. I never really chose to come here. I want to free you, or I just want to talk. Really talk. I just want to talk, like really talk.
I think you know how this goes. I'm down here, and I can't leave. So, come down and talk. It's not like I can stop you.
Proceed down the stairs.
You continue down the basement stairs, brushing past the smooth edges of thorns that grow more and more plentiful as you make your way forward. You step out into what was once
no,
a
that
vast
stinks.
open cavern, now overrun by briars and prickles and thistles, the space thick with hostile vegetation. At the heart of it all, encased in a tight weave of vines, is the princess, her bloody, trembling hands clutching a pristine blade.
Yep, she's got the
Did
blade.
you know this was going to happen to me? Are you here to watch me suffer? Are you here to laugh?
Yeah, I'm here to laugh. What did you think would happen after you killed me? Do you think I wouldn't hold it against you? No. I'm not here to laugh. I'm here to free you, if you'll let me. I can cut you free, but you'll have to give me the blade. I could reach for the blade. You're in a prison of your own making. I broke our cycle of violence. If you still want to wallow in it, be my guest, and then turn and leave. I guess I don't have anything left to say to you. Turn and leave. Or fine, if you're going to be like that, I'm going to leave. Have a nice life. I'm not here to laugh. I'm here to free you, if you'll let me.
I want to trust you.
Her grip tightens on the blade.
But you're hiding something, aren't you? Why would you help me if you weren't helping yourself?
You're not the only one who yearns for freedom. I'm as trapped as you are. I think we need to leave together.
The princess clutches the blade closer to her chest.
That sounds nice. I'm so tired of the bad blood between us. But it's hard to let it go. You've hurt me.
Her eyes dart away from yours for a brief moment.
And I've also hurt you.
Yep. Can I take the blade now? Alright, a lot of these are turn and leaves. I don't think we should turn and leave yet. Is there nothing I can say to change your mind?
I don't know. What can either of us really say at this point? How can we trust something as hollow as words?
She's right, there's nothing left to say. So let's get a move on and do something before she comes up with a scheme to get out of here on her own.
We don't need words to send a message. It is through action that we can show her our adoration, our devotion, our kindness.
Alright. I have to go to Little Man Karate, so I feel like I'm going to choose the turn and leave at this point. Here, okay. Reach for the blade. Then maybe it's past time for either of us to say anything. All that counts as action. Let's see if it works.
You reach towards her bloodied hands, laying your palm on her trembling fingers. For a moment, she clutches it even tighter, her knuckles going white with the effort. But then the tension fades. Her grip finally loosens and she allows you to take the weapon. You carefully pull it free from the thorns, though they scrape at your skin, leaving red trickles of fresh blood all along your arms.
She trusts us. She trusts us. Doesn't that set your heart aflutter?
Yeah, a little. It could just be nerves. Being this close to her does bring back unpleasant memories, but I don't know, it doesn't feel bad. Feels good. Like we're special to her.
Rob says, and this, kids, is how I met your mother.
We are special to have gained an ounce of trust from a maiden so guarded. Now all that remains is to free her from her bindings.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's show her how much both of us have changed.
A kind gesture.
Thank you,
Hear me
Pickaxe.
out. We slay her. Right here, right now. She's never been so helpless, and if we don't take advantage of that, that sounds like a splendid idea. You should listen to him.
I see that the lines have been drawn.
It's 2 against 1. It's 2 against 2. You don't count. And why shouldn't he count? Because he's clearly not one of us. That doesn't matter. He's been with us the whole time. He should get a say.
So, did you mean it? Or was I a fool to hand my life to you?
Cut her free, slay the princess. I just wanted my blade back, turn and leave. Cut her free.
Yes, what a good idea. Let's cut her free. Oh, so you're suddenly team free her? You can't just switch sides as soon as we make a decision. I can do whatever I want, and I believe with my whole heart that this is the right course of action. Let's free this princess.
Everyone deserves a chance at redemption. Let him join us and be merry. We are all united by our passion.
That's right. What he said. We've already given him a chance at redemption. And who says I don't deserve another? I really mean it this time. I'm big enough to admit when I'm wrong.
And I have no problem with that. Welcome to the team.
One of the good guys.
Take the blade to the thorny vines imprisoning the princess, and she flinches, relaxing only slightly as the blade slices into the thick vegetation rather than her
voice
arm.
of the Smitten's pretty great, Dante.
And she flinches again as the last of the vines is cut away, as if, after all of that, she's still expecting you to turn on her and stab her in the heart. You're not going to do that, are you?
Pickaxe, you're cracking me up. Let's free this princess, said like a home renovation show. No,
Such
narrator.
a pathetic attempt at distraction and subterfuge. Our blade is a dashing sword, and every dashing sword is an extension of its hero. It won't slip.
You're right. He can't even make it slip, can he? He's a bit of a nobody. Good thing I've been on your side.
Narrator made us do this before.
The princess falls into your arms, tears streaking down her cheeks. I can't believe you're making me describe this. I hate you.
You actually meant it. You rescued me.
Do you see the way she's looking at us? Kiss her. Kiss her now before the moment ends.
Of course I did. I just really hate the people who put us here. Kiss her or remain silent. I don't think we should go for a smooch. That doesn't feel right. Thorn cutting is not consent. I'm with MC. Of course I did. Of course I did. You think kiss? Everyone's saying smooch. All right, we're doing it. Smooch.
Can we actually do that? No, you can't. Absolutely not.
You know as well as I do that we can.
And we wouldn't want to throw away a chance for a special moment, now would we? If I were only capable of throwing myself off a bridge.
Well, are you going to describe our steamy, romantic kiss?
You lean in and you kiss her. And she reciprocates enthusiastically. You kiss. It's done. Are you happy now?
Come on now, this is the big moment. You can do better than that.
Ugh, fine. You and the princess lock eyes and stare deep into each other's souls with all the roaring emotion that comes from letting what once was hatred turn into pure, unbridled passion. Are you making fun of us? And then each of you close your eyes and kiss. Words can describe neither the nuclear fire nor the oceanic depth of your connection.
Please.
I think he actually likes romance. If history itself were not about to end, historians would document this moment for the rest of time. Musicians would write era-defining ballads, and great artists would expend entire lifetimes trying to merely capture the spark you hold right now. He's making fun of us.
It doesn't matter either way, because this is good stuff.
I'm aware of my skills. But unfortunately for you, the moment doesn't last forever. You open your eyes, the princess smiles gently up at you. Time for you to damn the whole world to oblivion, I suppose.
That was nice.
She was into it.
Her hand slips into yours, and the two of you rush to the basement stairs. Shameful, really, that the same thorns that so graciously allowed you downstairs are now blocking your only way out.
Please, after all the trials we've been through, do you really think a few measly thorns can stop us? Love is an even more powerful weapon than our blade.
We cut through those other vines just fine. They're only thorns.
Cut 'em.
I'm not afraid of getting a few scrapes. I'm not even sure we need to do any cutting. We can just move them out of the way. What a pathetic showing, really.
A few pointy sticks can't keep us down here. We're both meant for so much more than this.
Step into the thorns or cut into the thorns? I guess cut into the thorns.
As you swing your blade into the thorns covering the basement stairs, they yield. Both you and the princess ascend the stairs without obstacle. This is unacceptable. The second you step out of this cabin with her, the world ends. Do you hear me? What did the world...
Your nightmare is our dream. Whatever world would condemn star-crossed lovers like us to a cycle of violence and despair isn't a world worth saving. We'll weave something new together. Something better.
You and the princess hesitate at the cabin door. This is your last chance.
Okay, y'all. This is where I'm going to save the game. I know we're probably right on the cusp of beating the game and probably only have like 5 minutes left, but it's a cliffhanger. It's a cliffhanger, and I gotta go. Save and kiss her again, says Titanium. I have to go because I have to take my son to karate practice. I hate to leave on such a cliffhanger, but we will finish this on Sunday morning for the Sunday morning stream at 10 a.m. Pacific time on Sunday. Tune in then. We'll wrap up Slay the Princess. We'll chat. It'll be great. Go Karate Kid, Logan. Indeed. Here, I'm going to save right now to make sure that the save holds. There we go. Our save is there right at the door. Pickaxe says I might not be able to show what happens next on Twitch. I don't know what you're insinuating, but I know this game is not banned on Twitch, so I'm sure we're okay. All right, folks. Oh, Titanium says there's still a lot more game left. Well, then I'm really glad that I saved. Okay, whatever you do with the rest of your evening, please be safe, stay healthy, be kind to one another, and my next planned stream is Sunday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. If I have time to stream tomorrow, Friday, I will, but I highly doubt it. So Sunday morning, 10 a.m., more Slay the Princess. All right. Bye, everyone. Thank you for watching. Bye.